I want to dance with you. I want to dance with you. We could have cried the night before. We could have cried the night before. The big cake is sweeter than the small one. The big cake is sweeter than the small one. These are my classmates. These are my classmates. May I help you? May I help you? Annoying. Annoying. I have to clean it after 5 months. I have to clean it after 5 months. This is a beautiful beach. This is a beautiful beach. Do with. Do with. On Saturday afternoon the city was packed with people and cars. On Saturday afternoon the city was packed with people and cars. He is a successful businessman. He is a successful businessman. Traffic was heavy during rush hour. Traffic was heavy during rush hour. They played football in the park. They played football in the park. I must have a baby. I must have a baby. You can make it 2 seconds ago. You can make it 2 seconds ago. They prefer action movies. They prefer action movies. He studies for his exams every night. He studies for his exams every night. The movie had already started when we arrived, so we had to wait for the next screening. The movie had already started when we arrived, so we had to wait for the next screening. Are your brothers lawyers? Are your brothers lawyers? My cousins were ambassadors. My cousins were ambassadors. Would not immediately become a beautician. Would not immediately become a beautician. Does it run every year? Does it run every year? The baby giggles. The baby giggles. The orthopedic surgeon will come to discuss your options. The orthopedic surgeon will come to discuss your options. I often play football with my friends. I often play football with my friends. The horse the rider rode won the equestrian competition. The horse the rider rode won the equestrian competition. They are not born every month. They are not born every month. We were walking hand in hand along the river. We were walking hand in hand along the river. Is their uncle a cook? Is their uncle a cook? Can't sleep next year? Can't sleep next year? You should have started your homework earlier. You should have started your homework earlier. Which football team do you support? Which football team do you support? Could you send me the agenda for the next meeting? Could you send me the agenda for the next meeting? Was he not walking normally? Was he not walking normally? Renewable in one afternoon. Renewable in one afternoon. My approach to solving this problem is different. My approach to solving this problem is different. We had known each other for years before we started dating. We had known each other for years before we started dating. They were dancing at the party. They were dancing at the party. Weren't you an innkeeper 3 years ago? Weren't you an innkeeper 3 years ago? We would not continue in 3 months. We would not continue in 3 months. Should not stop. Should not stop. He was writing a letter to his friend who lived abroad. He was writing a letter to his friend who lived abroad. Other hand. Other hand. We used to beat it every year. We used to beat it every year. Is his sister a gardener? Is his sister a gardener? Was my father an environmentalist? Was my father an environmentalist? They're going to the concert tonight. They're going to the concert tonight. After the accident, my father's car broke down. After the accident, my father's car broke down. They should have saved money for emergencies. They should have saved money for emergencies. Are his half-brothers fishermen? Are his half-brothers fishermen? Would I learn? Would I learn? You may not be an interviewer at sunset. You may not be an interviewer at sunset. He rehearsed to deliver his speech with confidence. He rehearsed to deliver his speech with confidence. Was she a fortnightly fashion designer? Was she a fortnightly fashion designer? Italian cuisine was served in the restaurant. Italian cuisine was served in the restaurant. We have to finish before the time runs out. We have to finish before the time runs out. If you eat too much, you may feel sick. If you eat too much, you may feel sick. I met him at the party. I met him at the party. Do you sell fresh herbs and spices? Do you sell fresh herbs and spices? You will be better. You will be better. He is never a janitor. He is never a janitor. He had his bike repaired at the cyclist. He had his bike repaired at the cyclist. 3. I don't want to lose so much for love. 3. I don't want to lose so much for love. They will arrive at the airport at 2000. They will arrive at the airport at 2000. Do they study English at school? Do they study English at school? Then you need to invest. Then you need to invest. Consistency in meditation leads to greater awareness. Consistency in meditation leads to greater awareness. We are looking for before. We are looking for before. We need to clean the windows. We need to clean the windows. Can you meet at noon? Can you meet at noon? English is easier than Chinese. English is easier than Chinese. We take a vacation once a year. We take a vacation once a year. He is studying for the geography exam. He is studying for the geography exam. Next year I will work as a translator. Next year I will work as a translator. I'm going to take my dog for a walk tonight. I'm going to take my dog for a walk tonight. Move forward. Move forward. I wish I had gone to bed earlier last night. I wish I had gone to bed earlier last night. The lady in the red dress is very beautiful. The lady in the red dress is very beautiful. Can't buy normally. Can't buy normally. I need to cut my hair. I need to cut my hair. I am very happy. I am very happy. He called his mother. He called his mother. He didn't buy new shoes, did he? He didn't buy new shoes, did he? She always wears a red dress on special occasions. She always wears a red dress on special occasions. You will not complain. You will not complain. I will be traveling to an English-speaking country. I will be traveling to an English-speaking country. Don't they iron every day? Don't they iron every day? It will not be renewed after 4 centuries. It will not be renewed after 4 centuries. We have to wake up early tomorrow. We have to wake up early tomorrow. At the end of the day, we were able to reach a consensus. At the end of the day, we were able to reach a consensus. Waiters will serve the guests in the restaurant. Waiters will serve the guests in the restaurant. They like to picnic in the park. They like to picnic in the park. Can you help me tie my shoelaces, please? Can you help me tie my shoelaces, please? We do not fail at sunset. We do not fail at sunset. Was his stepson a waiter? Was his stepson a waiter? How can you be late? How can you be late? Can't I exercise? Can't I exercise? I like your brother. I like your brother. His grandson was a tailor. His grandson was a tailor. English is easier than French. English is easier than French.